What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. And what do we have here? If you guys are not aware, this new inflation numbers that came out leaves a lot to be desired. Folks, 8.5% inflation numbers. That's what the CPI was. Here, I'm going to go through a series of tweets here. But what I want to tell you is, if you held $100, you would now have 91.5. It'd be worth as if you were holding 91.5. You're losing. We're all losing in this inflationary environment. And people with that in mind will make dumb decisions and go invest it somewhere. And they're getting pushed further and farther away from the curve. In terms of, hey, I'm going to keep making more and more risky bets because I'm trying to maintain pace with cost of living and cost of everything, right? And it's pushing out people further and further out the risk curve. Folks, if you haven't realized by now, I know my subscribers do, but people who are new and watching this, you haven't realized that there's a serious problem. Well, I'm here to tell you there's a serious problem. Look at these tweets. Due to inflation, a U.S. bank savings account would now have on average a negative 8.5% year-over-year return. March inflation report. Price increases over last year. Gas 48%. Used cars 35%. Utilities for gas 21%. Meats, fish, eggs 13%. New cars 12.5%. Electricity 11%. Food at home 10%. Overall CPI 8.5%. The numbers they're using, or the metrics they're using, excludes a lot of goods. And the fact that people are okay with this is beyond me. And it's unbelievable what's taking place. Here is the governor of Florida saying inflation is at a 40-year high of 8.5% due to federal policies of borrowing and printing money at unfathomable levels and bad energy policy, which is hurting Floridians. Biden could unleash domestic energy production to provide relief. Instead, he is content watching people suffer. Here's another one. U.S. inflation soared 8.5% over 12 months, biggest spike since December of 81. And here is a meme where it says, if we're sinking, why are we 200 feet in the air? People think that because, oh man, I made a lot of money, we're not sinking. No, everything's fine. Everyone's getting a lot of money for free. Everything's just great and dandy. Little do they know, even though they're 200 feet in the air, that their whole boat is sinking. And this is what this meme over here, at least that's my understanding from this meme. Folks, civil unrest. If you haven't heard about the active shooting that happened in New York, civil unrest is going to increase. It's going to become rampant because people just don't know what to do with their lives anymore. Life is becoming far beyond reach for a lot of people. And yet, here we are, trying to prepare ahead of time. And information is so vital these days. How do you know you're getting the right information? Right? A lot of the information that is spreading truth is the one from channels like this, small channels. That's where you can get your information from. And it's important more than ever that we make sure that we stay ahead of the curve in terms of what's coming down the pipeline. And like I always say on this channel, preparation is key. So, with that in mind, folks, we may be 200 feet in the air, but the ship is sinking. And it's high time for preparation. All right. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.